Hey beauties, it's your girl Jessica Nicole, and in today's video I will be doing this makeup look right here. I don't know what to call it, so yeah, I'll figure it out by the time I put the title. But in today's video I will be using this deck of Scarlet palette. So this palette comes with 3 eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush, 2 lip colors, and a lip chubby. So Deck of Scarlet is a subscription that you get a palette every 2 months, and it includes things that can help you achieve a beautiful full face. Now, the good thing about this is you're getting all these things in one palette, and it is actually cheaper than a lot of things in Sephora and MAC, and you guys know I love to shop at Sephora. And again, you get the palette every 2 months. You can always choose to skip a palette, so that is a good part. If the palette does not catch your eye, you can always skip. So the palettes are always in collaboration with us YouTubers, and this palette today is with Babs Beauty. If you guys do not know who Babs Beauty is, you guys need to check her out. And I did receive it before you guys so that I can try it out and see what it's like before you guys get the palette. So I, for one, like Deck of Scarlet just because it pushes me to come out of my comfort zone. I usually try to hop around palettes and make a look that I want to create, but I decided this time to try my best to use this palette alone and create a look, and I mean, it came out pretty cute. I'm not too big on purples like that, but because I pushed myself to use the products all together in one palette, it came out good. I mean, I really like it. The lip color is not something I would really wear, but I mean, I look pretty good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I always tell you guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start off by priming the face. We will be using our Makeup Forever primers. I will be using the mattifying and the pore minimizing. I'm going to be patting the mattifying one on my forehead, nose, and chin. And I will be putting the pore minimizing on my cheeks where I have pores and where I have fine lines around my mouth. And just for a little extra help with my pores and fine lines, I'm going to go in with my Milk Blur Stick, and of course I'm going to use my fingers just to blend that out a little bit. And to get my normal areas of my face, I will be using my Smashbox primer water. Okay, so today I want some glowy skin, so I'll be using my NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and this is in the color Pure Gold. Just going to apply this all over the face just to give myself some natural radiance underneath my foundation. For foundation, I will be using my Sheer Glow Foundation in Macao, and I will be using a large concealer brush to apply this all over the face. And as you guys can see, I forgot to color correct, so I'm just going to do that after this layer of foundation. As promised, I'm using my Smashbox color correcting stick, of course, to color correct the areas that I need to color correct. I'm just going to make sure that it's blended out very well, and then I'm going to go over it with another layer of foundation. So for concealer and to highlight today, I will be using my favorite concealer at the moment, which is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and this is in the color Amande. I will be using the same large concealer brush that I used on my face to apply this concealer, and I will be using some of the NYX Illuminator to help blend this out and give me that nice natural radiance. So I'm going to use my Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to just set all the highlighted areas. I'm actually not using as much as I would usually use. I just want to make sure that everything is set, but that my skin also looks super radiant and glowing. So of course I will be using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark. I'm going to use that not only to dust away the Mercier powder, but to also pack on some extra powder and just make sure that my skin is well set and still does not look so powdery. To give my face some definition, I will be contouring my cheeks with my favorite contour powder from Naked Geek and Scandal. And I'm just going to follow with my Vera More powder in Antique Brown. And that's going to also bronze up the skin and help contour a little bit more. Also going to get my forehead area. So for brow pencil today, I'll be using my favorite again, which is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso. So I'm just grabbing the same soft matte concealer just to clean up my eyebrows. I'm also using that to prime my eyelids, and I'm just going to set that using my Derma Blend translucent setting powder. For my transition shade, I'm actually going into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be mixing Buon Fresco and Love Letter, and I'm just going to be popping that above my crease. So to define my crease, I'm using the blush color, which is Bob D. It's described as a muted plum color. You guys know I do not like blush, so I decided to try it as an eyeshadow, and it actually worked out pretty well. I did have to build up the color a little, but other than that, it blended beautifully and it looked great. I also decided to blend it in my inner and outer corners of my eye because I decided to change to a halo eye. And I went into the color Making Mauves, which is described as a full coverage deep mauve shade, which is a satin matte finish. I can't speak. It was not full coverage to me. I actually really had to build up the color and it still wasn't working, so I decided to go into the color Sophia, and Sophia is a sophisticated purple. It is considered a pearl finish eyeshadow, and I mixed that with Making Mauves. I put that in my inner and outer corner. I also took it and blended it into my crease later, and it actually did what I needed it to do, what I was expecting Making Mauves to do, but it came out perfectly. It blended nicely, and it actually didn't look super pearl. It actually came out pretty matte, I guess because I mixed it with Making Mauves. So I'm just taking a brush to help blend everything out, and then I'm going into the color Peachy Keen, which is an intense pigment peach with high level of gold pearl. Now it is not intense, but when I sprayed the brush, it did come up a little more intense. It did take me some time. I did have to build this color up as well, but when I did, it came out very nicely. So I'm picking up Bob D and making sure the outer edges of the eyeshadow is blended together. And then I'm using my foaming lashes in 810 and just applying those. Just gonna pick up some of Bob D and just run that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm going to mix Making Mauves and Sophia, and I'm just going to follow right underneath that just to make sure underneath is deeper. And then I'm going to follow with my MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara on my bottom and top lashes. So to highlight my inner corner of my eyes and my cheekbones, I will be using Gilded, the highlighter in the palette, which is a high pearl powder. And the best way to use it is to spray the brush as well. And it does not give like a pout in your face highlight, but it does give some nice light radiance to the skin. Okay, so I'm using my Suede Matte Lip Pencil from NYX to line my lips. And then I'm going to use my Mercier Chubby Lip Pencil, and it's a grayish taupe lip pencil with a hint of brown. I didn't really like the color on me, so I decided to go in with the color Plump, which is a deep lilac with a slight tint of pink, to put it in the center, and it gave me the look that I just needed. And that was basically my finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I always tell you guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all social medias. And again, if you guys want to check out the Deck of Scarlet subscription box, you guys can always look in the description bar down below. And again, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.